Not all stem plants are created equal, and finding the right stem plant for your aquarium can be kind of challenging, especially when you're new to aquascaping. There are a few easy stem plants in the hobby, but I'd like to introduce you to an absolute beginner favourite. This is Ambulia. Native to Asia, you'll find it across India, Thailand and Vietnam, growing in slow-moving rivers, streams, rice paddies and even roadside ditches. It's a flexible plant and thrives both submerged and immersed, sending its green feathery stems right above the water surface when it gets the chance. Let's have a chat about what Ambulia actually needs in the aquarium. The good news is not much. It's happy in low to medium light, but if you give it stronger light, it'll grow denser and bushier. You'll also be relieved to know that no, CO2 isn't required. That said, it definitely does help the plant stay more compact instead of stretching out. Being a root feeder, it loves a nutrient-rich substrate like aquasoil or a boost from root taps, and you can top it up with liquid ferts through the water column. Aim for a temperature between 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, a pH of 6 to 7.5, and soft to moderately hard water. It's all pretty simple stuff, which is why it's such a popular beginner plant. Okay, so you've brought it home. Now it's time to just stick it straight in, right? Well, let me show you a better way of planting it. Instead of shoving it all in one big bunch, split the stems into groups of 3 or 4 and plant those using tweezers a couple of centimeters apart from each other. This lets the light reach the full length of the stem, and as it fills in, you'll get much bushier, healthier looking plants instead of just one tall, messy clump. It also helps to have at least 4 to 5 centimeters of substrate at the bottom so you can plant it deep. Now, it's going to grow fast as long as you've given it enough light and nutrients. Once the tips start to hit the surface of the water, it's time to cut it back, and don't be kind about it. Instead of snipping halfway down the stem, cut it right at the base, about 5 centimeters from the bottom. Those nodes will respond by shooting out twice as many stems, which makes the plant look thicker. And if you've got patchy areas, just replant those trimmings to fill them in and make the whole section look dense and lush. One last tip, give it some flow. In stagnant tanks, debris settles on the fine leaves and the bottom parts start to rot. With the right light, space and circulation though, Ambulia will happily take off and fill your tank with bright, feathery, green growth. Ambulia is so good at growing that it's actually banned in some parts of the world. In places like the US, it's actually considered invasive because it can overtake waterways and outcompete native plants. So whilst it's brilliant in aquariums, sometimes it's also proof that being too easy to grow can also get you in trouble. If you're wanting to give Ambulia a go, I put a link in the description. There you'll be able to purchase some from our store. I'm also building a whole plant and fish profiles so you can pick the right species, avoid the common mistakes, and keep your tanks thriving. Follow along if you want to be a complete fish nerd. And if there's a plant that you'd like me to cover next, drop it in the comments. And also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching.